Today we're gonna completely transform this Dodge Magnum RT for under $1,000. Now, if you saw the last video, you watched us pull this car back from the dead. Literally, it's like a hearse. We brought it back from the dead. It was a few sensors, quick little tune-up, got the car back out on the road, ripping massive burnouts. This car is such a cool, unique car with an insane backstory behind the whole like custom-made hearse look. And in this video, I plan to make it look good, I plan to make it sound good, and all these mods, everything is not gonna be a dime over $1,000. So is this the budget build of the century? Let's find out. Okay, first thing we're gonna tackle are these faded headlights. Now for about 10 bucks and about 15 minutes, we could make these shine brand new as if we just replaced them. So this is exactly how you do it. First things first, we're gonna spray out some water. Now, I'm no major, detailer, and I'm sure if you're a detailer in the comments, you're probably rushing to the keyboard to say, oh, that's not how you do it. I'm just your average guy that doesn't read instructions, that just does things how I want and get, mediocre results. But this is actually something that will come out a whole lot better. And it's so simple and easy to do. I've done it to so many cars before. So quick little rinse down, just kind of get anything major off of it. This kit didn't come with the tape, but this is just a quick little extra step. That way I don't accidentally sand the paint. It's funny, this kit is so cheap that they only give you one glove. We got the foam pad, so they give you 2 pieces of sandpaper, 1,000 grit and 3,000 grit. So we're gonna start with the 1,000 grit. And then you wanna do this with the water, so you're basically wet sanding it. So get it wet, and then start sanding it. It still looks like absolute crap, but we're getting through a little bit. Now we're moving to the 3,000. Sometimes, especially on like Mercedes, the headlights we would have started off would have been very yellow. These ones weren't yellow, but they were all fogged up, like you couldn't see inside the light. So this part, you'll notice if there is yellow, it's gone by now. I mean, it's starting to look much more clear, but we are far from over. Bend over for me and cough. Okay, now we are going to use the little clear coat on a cloth. Now the trick with this is you kind of just go one stripe at a time. Flip it around now. At the end of the day, $10 is a whole lot cheaper than replacing it. And also, like, why replace things when they're not broken? We live in a society where everything's built to replace things, so we just replace things. But I prefer when you just fix things and continue to use them if they're in good shape, which these headlights work perfectly fine. And now they look great. Compared to that, I mean, look at that before and after right there. Okay, first things first, if we want to make this car badass, it needs to sound badass. So the first mod of the day is exhaust. Now, we are on a budget and exhaust is typically very expensive, but I got this entire exhaust system for, can you guess? $263 on eBay. I'm sure, it's probably the lowest quality materials, but that's fine. So $300 shipped to my door. We're dealing with the finest materials, but it'll do. We got some cool little mufflers that should hopefully make it sound a whole lot better. We got clamps, so easy install. You don't even need to weld. We got some amazing looking tips. Who doesn't love a good tip? So basically what we gotta do, and it's pretty easy. We don't even have to take a hacksaw to anything. You got hangers, so that's just bolts. We're gonna have to reuse the little, rubber thingies. But yeah, 2 clamps right here. So undo these clamps, undo some of these braces, and then just, put everything up. Yeah, clearly, as you can tell, the stock muffler is highly restrictive. 2 massive mufflers in the back, this medium muffler in the middle. We don't need that. So we got nice, shiny exhaust components that we're gonna put on. But yeah, as you might be able to tell, there's no X-pipe. X-pipe wasn't in the budget, but that's fine. It's gonna be a big rumbling V8 anyways. This bad boy tightened. trying to get it into this thing. Oh yeah, okay. Damn, fits perfect. I'm actually pretty shocked. Yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Look at that. So easy. Easiest exhaust I've ever installed. Super cheap, super easy. Does it sound good? That's what we all want to know. Just little revs. Hey, it doesn't sound too bad.
Way better.
Ugh. Okay, next up on the list has to be wheels. What kind of transformation doesn't involve a wheel change? Now these ones, for a stock wheel, I actually think they're pretty cool. They get that polished look, they're shiny. They're actually not all curved, but the wheel's too small, got a lot of tire. This needs a 20-inch wheel that just looks amazing. But we're on a budget, and wheels are pretty expensive. So I had to go on Facebook Marketplace, and this is what I found. Have you ever heard of Vossen wheels? Well, neither have I. But I found these on Facebook Marketplace. They're 20-inch. They're supposedly like forged, all that stuff. They're stretched, they're cracked, they're curved. They got everything you want in a cheap wheel. $345 for 4 of them with tires. Are they in great shape? Not at all. These tires are so stretched and probably not safe to drive on, but you know what? It's holding air, and that's all that matters. I think they're gonna look great on the car. Now, I did a quick little Google search. I looked up the serial number on the back. These are the wheels. They're $695 per wheel. Keep in mind, we picked these up for $345, so that still leaves plenty of money in the budget. But yeah, I mean, if I wanted to go on a road trip, these probably would not suffice. But for around town and doing the burnouts that I want to do, I think these are gonna be fine. I mean, the wheels are nice. If I wanted to go like long term, I would just get, you know, a new set of Ling Longs, throw them on. But I think these will be fine. Put this in our pile of wheels. So I know it seems like we're doing all these mods and we're skipping the maintenance. We actually have a maintenance/performance item right now. And while the wheels are off, before we put the new wheels on, might as well do it. We got a brand new set of slotted and drilled rotors. So a hair over $216, which is a massive upgrade. Does it really make the biggest difference in the world? Probably not, but it's cool as hell. And you know, brand new brakes on a car that needs them badly will make this drive a whole lot better.
All right, guys. Well, now that Noah had the fun task of putting on the cool exhaust on the V8 wagon, I've been tasked with the fucking brakes. Pretty routine situation here. We're gonna pull these off. They're definitely warped and they have a lip, so it's definitely time to replace these. Ugh. All right, there we go. There we go. We got the new. There we go. There's the new one. All right. Little grease, keep that boys on. It's literally that easy, guys. Off. Up.
Okay, brakes are done. Lenny did a phenomenal job. I just went around, torqued everything. Everything looks good. Now it's time for the wheels. Now I just put this on, and unfortunately it's hitting the shock, but we have wheel spacers. So these are worth about like 50 bucks. We have a few sets, you buy them on Amazon. So I'm hoping they fit with this. I haven't tested it yet. So let's put these on. Cool thing about wheel spacers too is that it'll help push the wheel out so it's not like tucked in, although this wheel didn't really have that problem. Yeah, the only problem I'm worried about now is it should be able to clear with the spacer, but I'm hoping it doesn't stick out too far. Otherwise, we'll have to order some smaller spacers. We ran into a little obstacle. So the ones that I have laying around, they're not the right size. These bolts will not thread on. So we're gonna have to shelve this project for about a few hours. I'll go online, I'll order a new set that should work for these studs. Okay, we got spacers now. we could actually accomplish what we want. Yeah, these are a 1 1/4 inch, so they stick out pretty far, but sticks it out, makes it flush with the fender.
Pick from the wheel pile.
Obviously, this is a budget build, but if you were to, up the budget, you could take this to a wheel repair place. They could repair it, powder coat it, whatever color you want. If you want to redo the silver, you can do anything you want pretty much. Fix it, make it look all nice. Definitely put new tires on, and then probably the correct size, so that way it's not so stretched. Things on. Look at that. That looks pretty damn good. These cars, what are the original ones, like 18s? They need at least a 20, and this is a 20-incher, and that looks a whole lot better. You got the silver wheels, you got the black paint. This car looks great. Some cars you could black out all the chrome. This is a car that you gotta leave the chrome on it. It makes it very classy, it makes it look cool. But yeah, look at that. Oh man. We got the awesome wheel. Yeah, and I don't see any hitting of any sort. Oh, it's just a sway bar it's really close to, but I mean, I don't think that's
like whatever.
Yeah, it'll clearance itself if it does hit.
Yeah.
So. Okay guys, wheels are on. They look great. I couldn't be more happy. And for 345 bucks, I mean, I think that's worth it. Definitely gonna need some tires at some point, but it's good for now. Now, I have a really cool $50 chin spoiler I bought online. It is complete garbage because it was all bent and wavy, but this car is so low that this is gonna scrape anyway, so it's fine. It's good enough. Basically goes right here. And then this helps just cover some of that ugly gap in the front. Usually when you lower a car, it'll help take care of it. But something is just not right about this bumper. It needs more, sharp edges. Okay, so let's kind of put this in. Here, I'm gonna have to put you on a tripod. Budget build, baby.
You guys click on this for a real aesthetic build, then click on the wrong video. Get the Sharpie out.
Yeah, I gotta Sharpie this up.
Look at that.
Some of my finest craftsmanship. There you go. You can't even see it.
Where'd it go?
Yeah. Where'd it go? I can't see it. This is trim restore, because this is faded from the sun.
Look at that.
Microfiber cloth would have been better, but this was closer to me, so. But yeah, I mean, that looks a whole lot blacker. What they say, once you go black, you never go back.
Hey guys, if you want your Magnum built, you guys know where to come.
Okay, time to pull the top off this big booty black muscle car right here. I love the way that these big arches, these big hips on this car looks. And now the wheels finally fit flush. You got this big old rear bumper. We got the chrome tips. Everything looks good. But here we go. And this is the part that scares me because I have no idea what's underneath. There we go. First piece has been removed. I can't do it. The way they did this was just so nice, and so much time and effort and money probably went into this. And I just once I pull this off, there's no going back. It's like I'm killing the car. This is character. One of you guys left an amazing comment saying that we should nickname this car the Last Responder, and oh, I feel like I'm just ruining it. You know what? Fuck it. We're keeping the top. Okay, since we're keeping the vinyl top and we're just gonna go full into that whole hearse look, we need to get those Landau bars back on the car. Now, the car didn't come with them, but it's got like this neat little imprint of where they used to be. So we gotta build some custom ones. So right over here, Lenny's gonna show you how exactly we're gonna do that.
So the first step is you gotta get this tape stencil that I literally just taped onto the car on that impression line, and then I transferred it over to metal. And as you can see, I've already cut out one, and this is what it looks like right now, like that. So I cut it out. I did like a rough sanding. This thing has to be finished, but took the stencil from the tape, transferred it to the metal, cut it out, sanded it, and about an hour later, half of a Landau bar. Now, this is not like the right way to do it. Also, I didn't have a big enough piece of metal to do the whole thing in one, so we're gonna do separate halves and we'll rivet it together. So there we go. There's essentially one Landau bar done. What do you think? There we go. Look at that, baby. I'm gonna move it fast so you can't see all my imperfections. It's definitely a lot of fuck ups. I'll give it one last little finish. You know, it doesn't look great, but it looks better than nothing being there.
Okay, they're done. I polished them up real quick. I didn't spend a whole lot of time, but there's quickly some polishing compound, little polishers. Made it shine a little bit more. Now, we already had the aluminum sheets, but I'm gonna go ahead and say about, $25 worth of material. You definitely could get it for a lot cheaper, but just for the sake of the video, $25 worth of material right there. So we are under that $1,000 budget, and this car is completely transformed. Once again, just goes to show that you could have a whole lot of fun for not a whole lot of money. It's complete. I mean, this thing is in full hearse mode, and I think it's time to have some fun with that.
This thing looks so great.
Stop sign? What stop sign?
All right, guys, we are in the car now. It sounds a whole lot better, but I can't get over how much better this car looked. I mean, when it started, I thought it was kind of cool, to be honest, but I wasn't that gung-ho about it. Now seeing it lowered on those wheels, with the splitter, with the clean headlights, with the Landau bars to actually make this thing a hearse, it looks amazing.
Yeah, no, so far, just hearing it when you step on it, that's pretty cool. And at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. And how can you not have fun with a car like this? It sounds... Damn. Oh! Yeah, no, this car is super lowered. It does not like going over bumps, but it does like hearing that engine roar. Well, there you have it, guys. For $1,000, actually a tiny bit less than $1,000, we took this kind of boring wagon and made it super cool. And when it comes to making a car cool, it's just the basics. Wheels, suspension, a few things here and there, like a lip, cleaning up the headlights, they look brand new, cleaning the paint, completing the car. And I really like the hearse look. I think it looks really, really cool. Honestly, the hardest part about this challenge was the wheels. Finding a good set of Dodge wheels that would fit was not easy, and luckily we found these super clapped wheels, but they're expensive. They're nice wheels when they're not super curbed up and with super stretched tires on them, but it's good enough for now. We got brand new brakes, so we took care of some maintenance items, but overall, I mean, this car doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it. It didn't need too much. Now let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the build? If this was your car, what would you do next? go check out the Backseat Boys merch store, backseatboys.com. Pick up some of the coolest shirts of all time. Anyways, guys, leave your likes down below, smash the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and we will see you in the next video.